A son, he breaks silence. A nation watches, and a message goes straight to Donald Trump. Well, this is not a routine speech anymore. That's right. This was raw, this was emotional, this was Venezuela's pain spoken out loud. Inside Caracas's National Assembly, cameras were rolling, lawmakers were watching, history was unfolding. Nicolas Maduro 2.0. Nicolas Maduro Guerra, the son of Venezuela's captured former president, he stood up to speak. And then his voice cracked. Saturday changed everything for him. His father, Nicolas Maduro, his mother, Celia Flores, both were captured by the US forces, both were flown out, both produced in a New York courtroom, facing charges of drugs, weapons, conspiracy. For the Maduro family, this was a collapse in real time. On Monday, their son, he finally spoke. Not as a politician first, but as a son. His eyes filled, his words slowed, his hands trembled. The assembly fell silent. He said thank you, addressing the supporters across Venezuela. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for the message. Thank you for standing by the family. This was grief that was broadcasted live. And then came the message to Trump here. He didn't shout, he didn't whisper, but he delivered with a lot of emotions, a son appealing to the man he believes ordered his parents' capture. This is wrong. This is injustice. This is an attack on Venezuela. And then something bigger. Maduro's son didn't just speak to America. He spoke to the entire world. He called for global action now against what he described as abduction of his parents, a violation of sovereignty, and assault on a nation's dignity. Now, this was no longer personal. It was political. He invoked a powerful name, Hugo Chavez, the man who shaped modern Venezuela, the mentor, the symbol. Maduro Guerra, he said his father was trained by Chavez in sacrifice, in responsibility, in loyalty to the people. This wasn't just praise, it was a reminder. But you know why this moment really matters? Because power has shifted now, violently and suddenly. The old leaders are gone, the family is fractured, the country is divided, and the emotions are spilling into politics. For supporters of Maduro, this was a rallying cry. For critics, it was the end of an era. For Venezuela, well, this was uncertainty that was magnified. And in the meantime, in New York, Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, stood before the judge. No speeches, no supporters, no power at all. Just charges and a lot of consequences. Back in Caracas, their son stood alone, emotionally exposed, politically defiant. A family drama, a national crisis, an international standoff, one speech, one breakdown, one appeal to the world. And the question that hangs heavy over Venezuela tonight is this the last stand of the old regime or the beginning of a much bigger confrontation?